Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Bradley, but you can call me Bradley, and today we're going to be doing something really cool in Minecrafting. So basically the idea of this challenge is I'm going to be building something each day of this week, and it's going to be really fun. I'm going to really chill, and you know that nothing's going to happen except for my buddy Frost. Now me and Frost, we're like two heads of a yin and yang. I think I'm very calm. I like building. Well, he's got a bit of a destructive side, I'll put it that way. Each day of the week which I go in and build something, he's going to come back and change it, make it not worse, but he can add whatever he wants, he can delete whatever he wants, and he can really do whatever he wants to my base. And whatever he was going for, when I go back in, I have to try and complete it or incorporate it into the base. Now, I came up with this challenge yesterday and decided I'm going to do it today, so I don't know if it's going to work out, but it's going to be really fun probably, and I can't wait to get started. So I'm just going to build the main base of the house in a time lapse, then we're going to switch over to Frost to see what he does. I have created the basic outline for the base. I want to see what my buddy Frost, what he's gonna do and how he's gonna torment me with this thing. So this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna hand it over to him now. Tell him that I finished. Hopefully he'll send me over the clip so I can show you what he does. And you know, this is just gonna be really cool. Okay, let me hand it over.
Now we get to see what he's built so far and see how we can utterly ruin it. I'm gonna make the roof look like Thanos because it's purple, so why wouldn't I? Okay, so there's one thingy-majig done. Now there's Thanos. That's a pretty decent idea. Bradley's going to definitely be shocked by this, and it definitely is a very predictable thing for me to do. But
okay, let's see what Frost has in store for me today. This is gonna be horrific. Okay, so we're starting off. We are starting off simply. Okay, good. I was not expecting that. He has added... Okay. Right, I think I'm going to come back to you once I've got an idea of how to fix this. Thing is, he changed these to nether brick, and I can't really... I can keep the main idea of what he was going for by keeping the nether brick in, but the purple roof, that's completely my idea. So if I were to, let's say, change the colour of the roof to be something closer to this original design, and then try and texture it so it looks like these stripes that he's added in are part of the base, like that, it's going to look normal, or at least better than normal. It's going to look better. And I can add things like this in, little things in, and hopefully it will distract away from what he has done. I don't know if that looks perfect. I don't think it does. I can add a bit in. And also I'd like to mention, I only have to keep the main idea of what he was doing. I don't have to keep all the blocks. So if I wanted to, I could do that. And I'm keeping the main idea because I've got the other blocks in. It took a moment, but I actually managed to fix the roof. And I don't think it looks awful. I don't think. Well, basically, now comes the tricky part. The big yellow exterior. Now, I'm gonna say that there isn't a sign telling me what it should be gold, and I'm gonna take it a little loosely and say that it needs to be yellow, which is still pretty difficult to merge with a mainly black and purple base, but yellow is easier than gold. And what's yellow? Terracotta is yellow. Orange is close to yellow. Honestly, there are a lot of things that I could call yellow. I could call green yellow. People would say I'm wrong, but I could say personally I'm right. Anyway, I'm going to look into this now, and I think I'm going to try and do a texture. Something along the lines of transferring yellow to grey to this guy. Obviously, this probably won't be the texture that I'm going to be using, but it doesn't look too bad, honestly. But, you know, it's not perfect. What I want to be doing is just transferring that over so I can have it mainly be grey, but maybe some yellow stripes or maybe some yellow patterns in it, and then I can do that across a little bit more of the base and look, maybe make it look like a bit of a infection. I'll see what I can do.
my Thanos bit is largely gone. You can't fully tell that it's Thanos anymore, which is a bit disappointing. I guess he just didn't know what I was going for, but he's actually done a really impressive job. Got to find a good way to break into this where this is just okay. What if I make this look like a wizard? That's a good idea. That's our main idea for today. We're making a wizard. I wonder how Bradley's gonna fix that. That's one thing. Gotta actually do some other stuff now. I guess I'll wait till tomorrow and see how he implements this, because these are already going to be pretty big jobs.
On the second day of Christmas, a dude I know gave to me lots of problems. Why is it raining? I was joining this world to not expect that. Okay. Also, I forgot to mention that when I finished the exterior, I forgot to record, and then I left, and then Frost chopped on, and he did the rest of this. And I'm so sorry, I forgot to show you that I decided that the gold in the end, that would be painted stone, and that was where I was going to bring that with. Now, what I've seen Frost do now is he's made it, so he's made this into Santa Claus, which I love. This is so cool, actually. I love this. And he's made this into one of the Mario guys. So I'm already loving this so much so far. I guess I should, carry on this. I think I know what I'm going to make this into now. I'm going to be trying to turn whatever Frost does into a theme park, I believe. Ooh. Okay. This time I'm actually going to skip back when I'm done with this, not just like skip to the next bit. I will show you my progress as I go along, but I'll see what I can do. This is actually going to be so fun. This is more like my style. Okay, brilliant. I'll come back when I've done this. Well, I'm not going to lie that this one didn't take a moment. It's been a little stressful trying to figure this all out. But I think it looks just looking pretty funny so far. I'd like to remind you that this thing started off as a regular bland house without any texturing on it. I have now completed the front of it, and it is manic. I decided to give this big guy arms. I don't know if he's a gnome or what, but I made him into a wizard. So Christmassy. He's a wizard. He's got lots of magic. He's using a wand. He's got big arms. I've given him a little bit of muscle, as you can probably tell. These guys are my wizard's lift. Anyway, I've got this pretty cool diagram here. I had absolutely zero clue what to do when it came down to this mushroom. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to add this guy in somehow. Maybe the energy is being sucked from him. So I added that on. Had his arm leaning on it. Tried to incorporate it into the base somehow. And also, as I was looking around, I noticed something inside the base. Something I hadn't noticed before while making these windows. There's a villager trapped inside, and I don't know what I'm going to do with that, because that's haunting, but I'll leave that up to me next time, because I don't know how I'm going to do the interiors just yet. And, leave this guy inside. I feel kind of bad for him, honestly. I mean, I could still, I guess I could build it all the way. I can build these out a little bit. Actually, I can go slab and try and keep the main idea of it in, Ciao. That he is trapped inside. I have not got too much of an idea of what to do with this just yet, but I can always fancy up his cave to show that I have done something with it. Oh, yeah, you don't get to see out the front anymore. That's just don't. Okay, this guy just see that. He shook his head at me. Does he not realise what? Wait, actually, he doesn't realise where he is. You're in a bit of a sticky situation, my friend. Anyway, I'm going to move out of my beautiful house now and take a look at it one last time before letting Frost take over again. Why must I let him take over again? This isn't a good idea. And now, Frost!
I don't know what I've done here. What's happening?
Back to me. Oh, let's see what Frost has got for me today. This is going to be easy and not going to wreck my perspective on reality, is it? What has he done? So that's interesting. What has he put here? Gun. He's put the word gun. Okay. So today he's added a ton of bricks onto this area, which actually doesn't look bad. I can actually work there with that. I can work with this. This isn't bad. Looking into this area here, I think he's trying to make a pizza, which I can do actually. I'm gonna make a pizza. This is gonna be the most bizarre thing I've ever built. But okay. So let's talk this through. Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome back. I have done this side of the base now. Took. I think I did speak to him about it. He's making them progressively harder. Honestly, I spoke to him also. This first one's definitely the hardest one. Because, you know, trying to incorporate gold, it might have been just because it was the first one. I was like not used to the whole concept so far. But, you know, this is quite a fun challenge made of some very funky things. I'm quite enjoying it so far. With the one we did here, with this, I decided to turn it like it's being built in progress, like this is being painted black rather than, you know, the brick that was already used in these things was already black. But I decided, okay, this part's just been added on, it's being built, the wall is being painted black, and I also decided to add a rail gun here because I don't know what YouTube's policy on rail guns are at the moment. So I think, you know, I just add one of these fellas in. He also had, you know, a gun on the wall, he had the bit sticking out. I'm gonna say that bit that was sticking out, you know, it could be in anything, it didn't have to be a color, it was just a bit that was sticking out. I also did these little chunks here just in case. And you've got a bit of an electrifying railgun now. With the pizza, that was a little tricky, but finding the colours and everything, I think it looked pretty freaking cool. And I tried to make it look like it was sliding across the floor into his mouth. It was looking down at it and everything now. That looks pretty funky. Also, I fixed the thing from the other day. I did this whole room and everything, but I forgot to do the floor. And I just, while I was bored, I decided to, you know, try and test out a couple designs. And I think I quite like this one, using the glazed terracotta carpet and concrete. It looked pretty nice. Well, I'm guessing Frost is going to start doing the insides pretty soon. Although that's just a guess. He could easily go and do something crazy like add Mario on top of it or something. It would fit the theme so far. Anyway, this is going so far well, and I'm so happy with what has happened so far. And I can't wait to see what monstrosity this thing becomes in the end. Okay, let's switch to my nightmare now.
So we got to see what Bradley's done. Probably massively improve what I've done. And let's look. So, he's made the pizza actually look good, which I couldn't do. So that's a plus. And then he also built a rail gun. Because I don't think anyone but me got that this thing was supposed to be a gun. But he's actually done something pretty cool with it. As you can see, it now kind of has a mix of brick and dirt, which looks pretty sick in my opinion. So yeah, that's something. And railgun, that looks cool. So now we've got to find out what to actually do instead of rambling. So some of the areas that one of the only areas I haven't touched yet is the back, and I also want to do something with this inside here. Oh, and he's actually decorated the inside of this. I hadn't even noticed. He's done much more work on the inside here. Sorry, Bradley, for not noticing until now. But let's see. Oh, and there's a door. I have missed so much, but we're going to make this a pit of lava. It's a bit counterintuitive having wood in lava, but I just want to screw with his mind. Let's make Bradley hit 5 quadzillion more billion subscribers by the end of this picosecond. I say that's another cross section ended. We have done decent amount of annoying work today.
Hello, it's your 5th favourite Minecraft YouTuber back again to see what nightmare I have to deal with. This is going to be fun. He's added a... What's the... Okay, I can work with this, because that looks... Okay, my brain's already running through. That looks like a trophy. What's this supposed to be? Beehive, please make goods. So I've got a beehive to make and one very poor village. Oh my. Okay, so he's... Okay, that's actually very funny. Did he mean to break the window? I mean, I guess I could do like a broken window here. That's not too hard. There you go. Glass, broken, shattered. Wonderful. Okay, so this is looking absolutely crazy now. He said he wants that to be a beehive and to please make good. Is that the word? Yeah, please make good. What's this? Fist. That's the skin color. I guess I can make that into a giant fist on the back of the building. Okay, so I'm looking through. I'm gonna... Okay, you know how things work. Now I'll be right back when all of this is done. So everybody, welcome back. I am done with the stuff Frost has added in. The first thing I want to mention is that I did swap this out from lava to, you know, some misty gas. That's definitely more dangerous. I've added some other stuff in as well. Like the best part is definitely the beehive I made. I'm really proud of this. I don't get to do a lot of terraforming, like building shape like stuff. It's not that I don't get to do it, it's that I just don't want to most of the time. So it's quite nice that I actually got to be pushed to do this, and it actually turned out looking really cool. Another thing I added is where it said fist, I didn't really know how to build a fist in Minecraft. I was like looking at it for ages, trying to build all these shapes within the air, and I was like, these all look rubbish. And I went, it's Minecraft, why not just build a Minecraft fist? So I looked at my arm, looked at Steve's arm, and went, Steve's arm would look better here. So here is Steve's arm all attached to the base. And the final thing I'd like to mention is this guy right up here, and I just made it into a viewing platform thing because I was really confused at what to do with that. I kept the same sort of dark purple color scheme at least. I think that exterior is practically done now, so I'm guessing Frost is going to be a nightmare on the inside. Man, this is the funkiest space I've ever made. Just look at that outside. It looks like a theme park. Well, actually, it is a theme park. Maybe when on the final day, I'll do something cool. I'm thinking what I'll do with the final day is trying trying to finish off all the parts that weren't finished, which shouldn't take too long. But yeah, that's looking really funky now, and I can't wait to see what is done next. This is weird.
Beehive. He kind of took my massive glob that I added here and actually made it something usable. But you can see it actually looks really nice. He's really got that honey texture going. And what else did I do? Oh yeah, this. We've got a big spire here. And now the fist. He's actually... this is actually amazing. Good job, Bradley. This is the first time I've ever seen this. I'm proud of you, son. You are older than me, but I'm proud of you, son. He actually made it like a Minecraft fist. That's awesome. We've got a little spire up here. So, since we're so close to finishing, we've got to do something drastic, of course. So you guys see, I've done it. I've done a little bit of work off camera. Just a little bit. I've accidentally built a huge duck. We're putting a sign in so Bradley knows exactly what I'm talking. Freaking awesome, huge ender duck. He is going to be so confused, but this is so worth it for the build. There's just going to be a huge duck hovering over. So, that's quite a bit of work, I would say. And I don't want to extend this too much longer because, you know, Bradley's going to have to build all of this.
Okay, so let's see what Frost had in store for me today. What has he done? Okay. I see he has built a large dressing table. Is that a cabinet? Ended. He's built what on earth? A freaking huge ender duck. Okay. What am I? What am I supposed to do with this? Okay, so I guess I could follow his outline for it. What? So that's going to be the beak. Don't know why this bit sticks out. Okay, so it's a duck. I can do that. And but what is that? Dead cheese that's been shot by gun, making it have hot. I see. The cheese has been shot by the gun. Ah, so that's what he was doing with the gun. How fun. And on the inside we have got epic nether portal entrance. Okay. So let's run through this now, the things that I have to do. First thing I have to do, I think I'm going to do this first as it seems easy. A cheese that's been shot that has caused it to have holes. So, cheese with holes in it. Then I'm going to do the nether portal. And then I'm going to do the minor tasks of building a huge ender duck. Which at first I thought was a dressing table. Okay, what am I gonna do here? This is gonna be absolutely bonkers. I need to cut back in here to say something. While I'm building my majestic ender duck, I mean, it's coming along quite nicely, but I think I mentioned something to Frost yesterday while we were talking about the logistics. I mentioned that the beehive that he'd asked me to build was such a funny idea because I'm terrible at terraforming things usually, but it was quite nice to be able to like do something nice, and I was like, it's a little difficult, but I got into it and it turned out really nicely. And I just realised he added the ender duck in not because he wanted a cool ender duck on the base, but because he knew how terrible I was at building these sorts of things. Anyway, I am. This has been a nightmare. It took so long to get that face looking right, and I think it's turning out to look so funny, man. I've just got to do the legs, the arms, and the rest of the body, which isn't a lot, obviously. But you know, I've got to make this duck look like a duck, and you know, I've still got a little bit left to do on it. Um, Also, one thing I did want to mention also is that he added this hot dog on, and somehow I missed it. It's just, you know, a massive hot dog on the right, raw hot dog, what looks like it. I just missed that. So when you see a hot dog on the side there, that's where that came from. Okay, back to building. Okay, I'm back, and I'm with well, boss, you know, this guy. Do you like the duck? Yeah, he's turned around. Okay, he's disappeared off my screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is.
It's a duck.
It is a duck.
You've got a huge looming duck over the build.
Yeah, it
This
fits
is so
so
great.
well. Fits so well. So
Yeah,
perfect.
the huge duck completes the build. Also, the hot dog and the cheese getting shot.
Oh yeah, yeah. The cheese getting shot was definitely my favourite part. I mean, I'm proud of my duck, but sheesh, it took ages to make.
I said I was gonna go out with a bang, and I did.
That was a bang, more like a quack, but still, it exists. This exists now. I'm gonna make a world download for this, by the way, guys. So if you want to, you know, check that out, you can. But man, this was definitely the weirdest build I've ever made. I wish you all a Merry Christmas. And well, yeah, bye bye.